Okay guys, I am so excited to bring you this reading. It's called Who Loves Your Soul? Who is in love with you on a soul level? Who is in love with your soul? 1, 2 or 3? I should have put the numbers down. Let's do it now. 2, 1, actually 1, 2 and 3. Who loves your soul? I'm also going to use the Pure Love Oracle deck from Follow Your Own Rhythm. Messages from your person timeless. This is for sale on my Make playing card. The Love I Ching and 2 of my other decks, Norse Gods and Goddesses, and the Rune deck. I am going to use the runes, and I'm going to use my tarot deck, I Am Tarot. Okay guys, let's get started on 1. Who loves your soul? So the underlying energy, and this could identify who it is 7 of Pentacles reversed. So that can mean someone who is a bit stuck in a rut. Someone who is running out of resources fast. This can be someone who has overspent their money and all their savings are gone. Someone could have stolen their ideas and taken credit for their hard work. So it could be someone who basically got pushed aside because someone took credit for something that they did. We got 7 of Cups, so it's double 7 here. So this is someone who's very spiritual. This is someone who asks all the big questions. This is someone who is a bit of a dreamer. And they could be a little bit airy-fairy in the sense that they need to get grounded more. You also see that in 7 of Pentacles reversed, not grounding properly, and then 7 of Cups. Liking to just daydream and a very artistic person as well. Love art, love looking at art, love looking at things and asking all the bigger questions. And then we get the World. So this is someone who loves to travel and someone who also wants to be part of the world in a big way. Could come from a different country to yours, okay? So it could be someone who's just very drawn to another culture from where they've grown up. So they could feel like they're born in the wrong country. They could feel like they belong somewhere else. So culturally and even religiously, they could choose something that's not common where they're living. Then we get the Emperor. So that can mean for some that it's an Aries or someone who has a strong Aries chart. So they have a strong Aries placement in the chart. So that means that they do want a lot of order in their life. They do want to be the Emperor. And they do want to step up and take more responsibility in their life. They want to be their own person. Wants to be most likely a business owner, wants to create an empire. They want to make an impact on this world. Then we get the Hierophant reverse, which means that this person could not know, or could what they're saying and what they're doing is like it's not completely aligned. So they could have big ideas, big plans, but when it comes to making the commitment, it's like they don't really know how to do it, or they're choosing not to. They could be just not ready to make that commitment or making a decision what commitment to make. This can mean also someone who has problems in a relationship as well. So it could be someone who is who has relationship problems, and they could manifest the same relationship issues over and over and over again. So I want to ask the Norse Gods and Goddesses now, because they always give really good clarification. This is like a very mini deck. You can get this in standard size as well. It's just so easy to use. So let's find out. This is someone who could just give mixed signals. You get this sort of You get the Seven of Cups there, and then the Emperor there. It's like complete opposites energy. And then you get Hierophant reversed. So it could be someone who's hiding away in relationships, who wants to be looked after in relationships. They could have a hard time stepping up in relationships. They could have problems with commitment. So this could be someone who's a little bit selfish in that regard. Let's find out more. We get clarifications in the Norse gods and goddesses. Underlying is Freya, which means it's someone who wants to bring love and beauty. They want to create beauty and comfort. So they have good intentions. What I feel like it's just the way it comes about when it becomes like commitment and relationships. It's like then they don't know how to put those boundaries in place. So it becomes kind of like they feel like they still have to serve in a way that's a bit inappropriate once they're in a relationship. Hela, which is basically the goddess of the underworld, which means that this person could feel, well, they could feel like they're isolated, they could feel like they don't fit in, that they don't belong. It could be where they're living, that they always want to go somewhere else. They believe that if they could just get to that other place, things will get better for them. See, Njord. They want the dream to get away. They think that their life will get so much better if they could go and cross the waters to another place. This is someone who also sees you as their safe haven. And you could live in another country from this person. And they just feel like as if they could just get to where you are, everything in their life will be good. But what they really are creating is chaos. And you see that in Hierophant. This is someone who creates chaos and gets secrets. So it's like their intentions and what their outcomes are is not the same thing. So this person wants most likely you to look after them on some level. This could be very subconscious, and most likely they're not gonna ever admit to this. This is a romantic, I'm asking specifically about romantic connections. But there is also a little bit of control here, because we get the Emperor and then we get Loki as well. So this is someone who at the same time wants to have a lot of control in relationships. So let's also get from the rune cards. So bottom is manas, which is awareness, but it really is about hierarchy and wanting to rise really high up. So it's the Emperor. So this is someone ambitious, someone who wants to get recognized, someone who wants a lot of status, and who wants people to really adore and respect them. Hela, and I get chance, Pertra. So it could mean that this person is a bit accident prone as well. This person could have been in an accident, and that could also be why we have Seven of Pentacles reversed. For some of you, this person has been in an accident. It could have been a workplace accident. And Njord is the journey overseas, and we get that with Otala, which is homeland. So this person really feels like their homeland is somewhere other than where they are currently. And then Loki, and we get defense. There is also, that means that you need to defend yourself against this person who can get obsessive, controlling, even in some cases for some of you dangerous. Then we get Verdandi, and then we get with Isa, which means that Verdandi is the weaver of the present. So that also speaks of you don't really know what's going on at the moment. And everything has been put on hold, everything is on ice at the moment. So for a lot of you, this is a connection that is on ice, is on hold. Let's get, actually I want to do the I Ching of Love and just see the wisdom. This is a very wise deck, and there's a lot of truth that comes out. It's just one word basically, one word that can give so much resolution, and it can tie a lot of things together that the seeker needs to either release or have some kind of aha moment. On like just to understand that it's a lot of why is this person acting this way. I do sense that this person wants you to take care of them. Okay, at the bottom I get fear of love, so that's why we got Hierophant reverse, that's why we got Lucky. And then Wind. So fear of love and wind. Wind is 7 of Pentacles reversed. This is when your pentacles are disappearing in the wind, like, you know, it's like your abundance is gone. This person has problems holding on to money. This person does not know how to save, and that can have been an issue in your connection as well. Let's find out from Pure Love Oracle deck. Message from your person. This is a person that is in love with your soul, but this person is afraid of love and cannot save money, cannot, most likely for a lot of them, cannot hold a job. I got confused at the bottom. Projecting fears. So this is someone who's afraid of love and is projecting these fears. And it's also this is someone who could only chase after, for some of you, this person chases after people that are living far away from them, or people who are already married, or both. Okay, you already met the one. So this is someone who could be in love with you but knows that you're unavailable, and that's why they feel like it's safe to pursue you, because they don't think anything could come of it, because they are deep down very afraid of love. Trust in this connection. For some of you, this person wants you to take the step and be the safe haven. That's for those of you who are single, because they are looking for a safe haven to heal, basically, reach out, and they're waiting for you to reach out. So this is someone who could act in a very hypocritical way. Some of you could get very provoked by this person, because this person could be acting that way to get a reaction from you. Okay, so because you're getting mixed messages, from this person. Okay, and this person is making you confused and is dragging you into their confusion. Give me a second chance. So this is someone you could have been in a connection with, and this connection, because of all those issues, broke up, and now they want another chance with you. I dream of you at night, so you could have a 5D connection with this person. You can check out my 5D You Love in the 5D video. I can't stop fantasizing about you. If you're not together, this person could be extremely obsessed with you on a physical level, and really miss that contact, that physical contact. Then we get boundaries needed, because this person has those issues with boundaries. This person has issues with control. Okay, this person could drive you crazy. Okay, let's ask the runes. Okay, so this person is really hiding who they truly are. You get Dagas, but Dagas is shielded here. And then you get Algis, and it fell right on boundaries needed. And Algis is a very spiritual rune. It's your spiritual team. It is it's actually an elk as well, so it's like the antler. It's a spiritual tuning forks. It's also protection as well. So you're being protected against this connection. And this person has a lot of potential, but it's not living the potential. And the light within you is now here being guarded very carefully here. So you're actually being protected against this person who is maybe not emotionally ready for what you want, what you need, basically. This person is most likely not able to reach you at this point. So it could be you just live too far away, or you are you're connected with people who also protect you. It can be in whatever way you protect it, and it's all put on hold. It's all on ice because if you look at fate here, Hella, fate. There's a lot of this person is so accident prone and lives in so much chaos that when you're connecting with this energy, when you're connecting with this person, it pulls you into it as well, and then you're straight away living like a chaotic life in many ways. So you could have felt incredibly scared or frightened and sad and lonely and lost when you were around this person without understanding why, because there is a connection on a soul level, but it's like when your energies come together, it becomes chaotic. That's what I feel. So this person is what you see, it's not what you get. You get on the soul level, this person is very different as well. Like if you're intuitive, you can pick up this person has a lot of potential, but this could have definitely taught you some very good lessons. This person could have taught you structures that you really need in your life to live a life of honor for yourself. They're saying, okay guys, I hope that resonated. If not, please feel free to check out the other piles. Okay guys, let's do pile 2. Let's start with the I Am Tarot deck. Underlying energy is 3 of Pentacles reversed. 3 of Pentacles reversed can mean when someone has a very specific skill set, but for every reason they can't actually use this skill set. So it could be that they're highly educated, highly skilled, but they're currently unemployed, or they're around people that are have a shortage of the skill, so they have no real team workers. So it could be that their skill is going to waste in some way, or that there is just a skill shortage. We're getting Page of Wands. It's almost like it could be that the skill or the work that they used to do is no longer needed, and now they need to rebrand themselves in some way. And then we get 3 of Swords reversed. So that means that there's miscommunication with this person. But for a lot of the miscommunication comes from the work situation, okay? Because things are not well in the work life. So that's why that has taken a toll also on the communication. It could be a very hurtful communication, very painful communication, or a complete lack of communication. Knight of Cups is a romantic person who's very poetic, often very musical. Could also be a talented actor. This is someone who knows how to woo you. Then we get 9 of Pentacles reversed, which is, it could mean that there's due to this connection, there's been lack of confidence. Because when this card is upright, this is like the most confident, flying high, not doubting. But when it's reversed, it's like they don't believe in themselves. And also it could be that they are spending, again, too much money. They could be that they have too much, they're wasting too much resources, or they're spending on things they don't need as well. So it could mean that they're just trying to be someone that they're not, and they're basically just pretending to be someone that they're not, basically. And so they could be like really flashy, but and act like they have all the money in the world, but really they're broke. That can be the case. That's the case sometimes. So let's check what the energy is in the Norse gods and goddesses to get more energy. So this is someone who could be very good at being what you want them to be, but then when you dig a little bit deeper, there's cracks everywhere. This one could also confuse you in the way that they communicate. They have something they're embarrassed about. They're ashamed of something in their lives. They're very ashamed of their work life. They don't want you to know about what's going on in their work life. They pretend that something's going on, that everything's fine, but it's not. Let's find out more. So it could be that they have to study something new, or that they feel that they are, so that means that they have some kind of expertise. We saw that in Three of Pentacles. And maybe they had a very high status because of that, but something happened that made their skill obsolete, or that they lost a job, or they're around people who are just sabotaging them in work, and it's flipped them upside down, as you see in the Nine of Pentacles. So we see Thor here. So this is someone who lived life in the fast lane. They gave it lucky, and then chaos hit, destruction hit. And this person could have been sabotaged. And we get Verdandi, which again is secret. So there could have been a lot of sabotage in this person's life. And I feel like it's at their workplace. Draupnir. So there is money. There's a lot of money involved in this connection. And in this person's life, there is like, whatever field they're in is extremely competitive. So they could be a real hotshot one day and then just completely destroyed the next day, and then it's like the ups and the downs are just extreme. So let's find out more. So it's a very risky kind of business. It's risky business, that's what I'm getting. But this person could pretend to be very wealthy. Maybe they are wealthy, but I feel like they pretend to have more than what they actually have. They have big personality. Thor on Page of Wands speaks of someone with very strong personality. Not someone that you can miss at all. This person could have said things to you that made you very upset. That could have hurt you on a very deep soul level. That made you want to retreat into your shell. So we get need with Yggdrasil. So there is, whatever field it is that they were really an expert in, that is all changing now. So they have to adjust. There's been a change in the field that they're in. So we get Thor with Manas, which means that this is someone who's used to being on top of their game. But then we get Isa with Loki. So it could be that they feel like they're not needed anymore. And I feel like it started with work, but it could have, the ripple effect could have been that it spilled over on the relationship. They felt like they weren't needed anymore. And then they felt like they weren't needed in their relationships anymore. And so we get wealth in secrets. So it could have been secrets when it comes to money. And then we get Draupnir, and we get Pertro in Draupnir. So this person could have a gambling problem. Okay, that's what that could be. It could be that they gambled away their money. They could have, the stress of it all could have taken a toll on other areas of their life, or they were not coping in their work situation, started gambling to feel better, and it all got much worse, which then ended up destroying all of their personal relationships as well. So this is someone who could have had a cascade of just bad decisions, and therefore also ending up with a lot of personal problems. They could have won money, lost money, gambled big, you know, risk reward, like had some wins but maybe more losses than wins, and maybe working extremely hard to keep on top of it all. So this, for some of you, this is someone with a gambling addiction. They could be hiding this gambling addiction from you, because we get wealth in Verdandi. Okay, let's find out. They could have lost their job and tried to gamble to earn money in gambling, or in a very risky kind of trading money, or trading but not really knowing what they're doing, and therefore losing more than they're winning. Okay, or at least losing more than they're comfortable with. Let's find out more in the Feng Shui. I know the I Ching of love. Okay, fatal events. So there has been fatal events in this connection. Okay, so this is a connection where there has been extreme events in this connection. There has been it could have been that these events have been so stressful that you could have been basically brought to your knees. Then we get families. This is someone that you could have been connected to, married to, that were doing really well, suddenly weren't doing well, and then it's been kind of, the stress has taken a toll in the connection. And there could have also been then that also takes in a toll for some also on health as well. But I feel like this for some of you, this is someone that you're with, okay, for some of you. The love is still there. It's just getting out of the rut, basically. You need to get out of the rut. So let's get a message from the Pure Love Oracle deck. And for some of you, you're not seeing clearly what's going on, because there could be a lot of stress, and it could take a toll on the resources as well. So for those of you who are together, they could be taking a toll on the resources of your connection. So everything that brings you security could be very stressful right now. And for some of you who are not together, this is what your person is going through, and you might not be aware of this. Okay, let's get a message. Okay, allow this to grow. So the connection is still there, and this is something that I feel can be healed and taken care of, okay? Soon. So it needs to be a shift. And then no. So if you're thinking of taking some drastic action, now is not a good time, okay? Time to let go. So that can be let go of all the mistakes. Time to let go of what has been lost and focus on what is still there, divine order. Because even though things have been difficult, there is still a divine order in place, and you're still in the flow of this divine order, okay? So it can be rebuilt again. What was lost can be rebuilt, okay? Let's find out from the timeless message from your person card. Sacred marriage. So for some of you, you're married to this person. There could be a toll in their relationship, control issues. So it could be that if you see things or experience things flipping or slipping, or like things are just a bit out of control, that you really want to hang on to control. Okay, but that can make things worse right now if it becomes too much controlling. Like if you need too much control. Okay, this is someone who fell in love with you at first sight. So it could be a love at first sight scenario. You are so beautiful, and I've watched you from afar. So if you're not living together, if you live far away, this is someone who's watching you and keeping a tab on you, and is following you. So if you're on social media, they're following your social media. Okay, so Otala fell on sacred marriage. So this is, I feel like it's a very strong spiritual connection. But I think that you're probably very alike, and maybe when what you see that you don't like about each other is really what you don't like about yourself. I think there's a lot of mirroring going on. And And then we get Berkano reversed on control issues. It could be that control issues is what's stopping this connection from growing. And then we get also Daigas, which means that it's a new day, basically. It's a new day about to be revealed. And if you're asking to make, and I feel like for those of you who really want to just do a drastic kind of change up, to just wait, because Daigas speaks of basically what you're going through now is like, it's not going to last forever. Like, you know, it's like, it's a rainy day, but it's not going to be raining forever. Like, you will get your sunny day again. That's what they're saying. So you just have to have perspective on what's going on. Because for some of you, I feel like you could think that things are much worse than what they are. They're not. The things could have been a lot worse. Okay? And then it also fell in a cross. So I feel like that means that there will be a lot of healing. Okay? But to heal, you need to stop controlling so much, because healing needs to flow naturally. Berkano is it's a seed that turns into a tree, but it needs to be planted, and while it's planted, it's in the dark. But because of control issues, it stays in the dark. It doesn't get to reach, you know, it doesn't get to grow. And so work on your control issues. And if someone is exerting their control issues on you, then that can be why you are feel like you're living in the dark, for those of you who have someone very controlling in their life. But I feel like this is a seeker trying to control the situation, because there's been a lot of pain, because there's been a lot of stress financially, and it could also be stress in health as well. So I feel like that the seeker is trying really hard to control every aspect of what's going on. But control issues, no. The cross also is a message to release a lot to the creator of all, to trust that the divine order is taking care of this, and that you can let go of a lot of the emotional pain, because you could have lost someone as well, and some of you could be grieving. Okay, if fatal events, it could for some of you mean that someone have been close to death. Someone could have lost someone, and they're also grieving as well. And this is all connected to family. They could also be incredibly scared of losing someone that they're very close to in their family. And that could be the control issues, that they're just so afraid of loss. They're afraid of losing someone that they love. That you want to protect someone against everything that's bad, everything that can go wrong, but you will have a lot of luck, I feel. Because notice sometimes means that when you least expect it, you will have a breakthrough and you will have luck. And your soul is enlightened enough to live through this with ease. It doesn't have to be traumatic. It doesn't have to be a traumatic experience. I feel like you already have grown a lot, and now it's like you want to put your angel wings around this person. And that's for some of you that are really not fully understanding how things can be so unfair, I feel, because there's been a lot of injustice, or it just feels like, why is this happening? This is unfair. That's what it feels like. It feels like heartache that doesn't want to let go. And it's not allowing you to reach new heights. So for a lot of you, the seeker feels incredibly protective of this person who loves. You know this person loves you. You know this person is in love with your soul. and you most likely feel the same way and really want to protect this person. Okay guys, let me know if this resonated. If not, please feel free to check out another pile. Okay guys, let's check out pile number 3. Underlying energy. It is Queen of Pentacles. Queen, sometimes when you get the Queen reversed, it can mean that there's been a break in trust. Then we get Two of Wands. So for a lot of you, you're at a crossroad right now where you're getting a lot of spiritual guidance. This is Odin, and he's right kind of on top of it, trying to put his guidance through his wisdom to this woman who has to choose this path or that path. And that's Hugin, that is trying to whisper wisdom to her, how to make a good decision. So the seeker here in this pile really needs to decide one or the other. They have to make a very intuitive decision, because their trust could have been broken and they could be very scorned, and I feel like someone could have been stealing from them or taken something from them, and they just now want to operate on their own. So the person that loves your soul could have been in your life in a way that made you stronger, but also in some way could have broken your trust as well. And this is someone who is so strong in personality that it became like love became a battlefield. So this is someone who could have been a bully to you. It could have been always arguing with you, not knowing how to get on with you basically, but pushed you in a direction that you most likely didn't think you were ever going. You probably didn't think you were going in that direction. So I think this is someone who offered you a relationship, but you didn't know how to trust or to enjoy this relationship, because I feel like there was too much conflict. And I feel a lot of pain in my heart when I talk. And so this is someone who gave you heartache, who put his anger onto you. And if you're a man asking about a woman, this is someone who put her anger onto you and made you feel like you just wanted to disappear. Let's find out from the Norse gods and goddesses deck. This is someone who I feel put a lot of pressure on your heart, and I don't feel like you could blossom in this relationship. I feel like you had to get out of this connection. That's what I feel. I don't think this person realized what he or she had while they were in this connection. This is someone who could be also at the time wanting status, and could have been very upset with you if you didn't give this person the status they were after, okay? Underlying is Sleipnir, so I feel like this is someone who wanted status from you. They wanted increase in their status, and they wanted you to take them to a higher place in society, okay? And I feel like you froze, because now we get Verdandi in Two of Wands, so I think that you just froze. And you were meant to create and manifest, but it's like there were too many energy ties, so too much chaos going on. And then you get Seven of Swords in Freya, so soulmate. So it could mean that you feel like, for some of you, I think you felt like your love was exploited by this person. It could be cultural shock as well, because I get Njord in Five of Wands. It could just be that it was just like the cultural differences made it almost impossible to get on as well. And then we get Thor in Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, reversed. So when Thor is in Knight of Swords reversed, it basically means that this is someone who aims a bit low. So this is someone who could have been a bit physically, for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, this person could have been physically violent, or certainly intimidating, because I feel like this person was built in a way that maybe it was physically intimidating as well. So this person used harsh words, could be physically intimidating towards you. And for some people, when they love someone and they fall in love with someone, it brings the worst out of them, because they don't know how to handle the strong emotions, and sometimes they realize way too late what they had. But this person most likely accused you of the things that they did, okay? This person's, you're someone who most likely likes to operate more on your own. And when you do team up with someone, it's not like, you don't stop being an individual. This person, I feel like, attacked your individuality, okay? Okay. They could have been extremely attention seeking, to the point where you just didn't know how to keep giving attention to the person. They could have drained your energies. And for some of you, you just wanted to get far away from this person. Get chance here. So this person could have gambled with your life and your security. And this person, the way you met this person could have been completely by chance as well. And everything about this person could have been unpredictable. So we get Vunja in Vedanta. So now it's about finding joy again. And this is a very strong-minded pile. And I feel like for a lot of you now, it's about finding your joy again, finding your happiness again, finding your true self again. I get fertility here. So there is this person. Some of you could have children with this person. Some of you could have a young child, and you could share custody, and it could be a lot of a lot of need to do the best thing for somebody else as well. But for others, it could be that this person was wanted to give you family. But for some of you, basically what they're saying, if you're not together, there is someone else coming in that will give you all the things that you want. So Ingus is Frey, which is Freya's brother. Okay. So it could be that for those of you it didn't work out with, you still see this person as your brother basically, or sister if you're a man. And then we get Lagus, so we get overseas and water with Njord, and now we get water again. So there's a strong water connection, a strong intuitive soul connection between you. It's just that I feel like we triggered each other. The connection could have been so strong it became a massive trigger. And then we get Fehu in Thor, which is wealth, and luck as well. So it could mean that this person views you as someone extremely lucky, and therefore thought that, it could be a bit exploitative on your resources, thought that you maybe had more than you did have, and wanted to live a life of access, but maybe was a bit ruthless as well. Let's find out in the I Ching of love. Okay, at the bottom we get your inner guide. So you had to, again, 2 of Wands, you're being guided here to listen to your own inner guide, because I feel like this person could have confused you by making you kind of like stuck and not knowing how to move forward. But listen to your inner guide, you do know how to move forward. Limitation. So this person could have limited you, put doubts in your head, and made you feel like you lost touch with yourself basically. Let's find out in the pure love oracle deck. Okay, more time is needed. So this is someone who could hide a little bit behind a mask. They could want to move forward much quicker than what is sensible. Okay. So then I get trust in this connection. More time is needed, but trust in this connection. Take it slow. Reach out. So this is someone you could have cut ties with, and is waiting for you to reach out. You could have limited this person's access to you, okay? And you could have done that because you needed healing, okay? One-sided. So it could be that this person never saw your side, basically, and you're still healing from that. Okay. I'm so in love with you. This person is in love with you. I crave your attention. This person could be extremely attention seeking. See that in Thor on top of Knight of Swords reversed, like draining on your energy because of the attention seeking. You're always on my mind. I miss you so much. This person, you could have cut this person out of your life. But together in the astral realm, and Lagus with Njord, it does speak of there is a deep spiritual connection, but in the 3D, it could have seemed like it was superficial. But there is actually a deeper connection there, but it's hard to ground this connection. It could be that it just became too one-sided, attention seeking, doubt, games being played, and more time is needed to get to know this person, okay? Okay, so this person is most likely very physically strong. And it could have been also that this person always wanted to, it could be like you just felt like physically that you couldn't keep up with this person. This person could be too physically, just very, very strong physically. And we see that in Urus, it's like this person wanted to take a lot of risks with you and could have been reckless with your life. And you could have felt like, no, I'm not ready. I live one way where I know what the rules are, but you want to take me over here where I have no idea how to survive over here. And here you are, but this again is in the astral, okay? You're connected in the astral, you're glued together. But the risk that this person takes in the 3D could be too much for you to deal with. This is most likely someone who risks a lot. And you didn't know how to deal with all that physical energy. You could feel like this is like this is a connection that you feel like you misunderstood a lot, because if you have these boundaries, but then this person wants to take the relationship somewhere where you're not comfortable, basically. And it goes in an L, which stands for love. But love is also understanding, and love is also patience. You want to have boundaries in place so that you don't make decisions that you're going to regret later on and not being able to come back from, basically. So both of you could have very strong opinions. It could be a little bit of cultural differences as well. But on the soul level, you're very much connected and very alike. But it could also be that see with Seven of Swords here, it's someone who operates under their own rules. And when it comes to relationship, those rules could maybe not totally like you didn't completely agree with those rules, so you could have felt very misunderstood in this relationship. And for those of you who are in connection or in union, this could be what you are dealing with in the connection. This is what you are working through. You could have completely different ideas how to move forward in this relationship. You could have different views on things, completely different views. But Queen of Pentacles, when she's reversed, she's often been scorned in some way and is lashing out in a way that can be very hurtful as well. So that sometimes is also seen in Knight of Swords reversed. It's someone who is cruel, but they're too cruel, and they're usually cruel with their words. Okay, so that's for some of you. And I feel like this is a secret, and they kind of just distance themselves, and they kind of just relying on themselves now, and connecting away from this connection, this relationship. And your person is picking this up and is most likely very afraid that you're not going to be manipulated. For some of you could have been manipulated and it's no longer being manipulated, and it could have been your person could be very afraid that they won't have your ear, because I feel like for some of you, you closed off to this person, and you are just you're listening to your own intuition and your own guidance, and you're not so easily influenced by this person anymore. So yes, okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you want to support this channel, go and purchase your I Am Tarot. Use the link in the description bar. Like, share and subscribe. You can also purchase this deck, Messages from Your Person. You can also purchase the rune deck, and you can purchase the Norse Gods and Goddesses deck. Okay guys, bye!